What is one of the easiest ways for you to improve your sport-specific biomechanics? Let's take a look. When it comes to improving sport-specific biomechanics, ironically, the best and most efficient way to improve your biomechanics is to actually speed up. When we're dealing with our elite runners and our elite triathletes, what we always say to them is, particularly when we're trying to work on our top end speed, as well as during our long runs, we always say that when you find yourself starting to fatigue, fall forward and speed up. When we're dealing with our professional cyclists, we say the same thing. If I were to ask you to try to accelerate over the next couple hundred meters, that desire to try and increase and improve the top end speed will actually increase your pedal mechanics in what we call pedaling in full circles. If we're dealing with our elite triathletes and our top end swimmers, same thing. Have somebody swim 25 meters or 25 yards extremely fast, and it's amazing how it will start to clean up the biomechanics. Now there's obviously a point of diminishing returns whereas the muscular fatigue kicks in. We can start getting a little bit sloppy, like in the swim we might see crossing over the center line. As you start to become fatigued cycling, you might start to pedal in squares a little bit more. Go with me here just from a 10,000 foot view. When you're working on improving biomechanics, the quickest way to teach your body is to actually go faster. If we go back to running for just a brief moment, next time you're in a nice safe field, and safe meaning there's no glass or anything that would cut your feet, kick your shoes off and try to run for 100, 150, 200 yards and do it like a bell curve where you start to run nice and easy and then you accelerate, and then over the course of 50, 60 yards you're at max speed, and then slowly bring your speed back down. If you have somebody filming you from the side, it's pretty powerful. When you start jogging, your shoulders are back, you're landing on your heels, and then as you start to accelerate, the body will biomechanically will automatically adjust. Shoulders will lean forward. You'll find your shoulders are over your placement of your feet. We call it head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head will be directly over shoulders. Shoulders will be directly over knee. Knee will be directly over foot hitting the ground. And then as you start to slow down, if you're filming someone from the side, you'll notice the shoulders will shift back, and instead of landing in the midfoot, they'll actually start to land on their heels as they decelerate. Now think about this. As you start to fatigue doing anything sport specific, when that fatigue kicks in, the biomechanics actually take what we refer to as the path of least resistance. When the body is tired, it will always take the path of least resistance, but unfortunately is sport-specific biomechanically atrocious. Now it's an interesting dichotomy because when you're most fatigued, the conservation of energy becomes at an all-time high. But yet when you're really trying to go fast, that efficiency is a premium. So do you see where there's kind of like two ends of the bookcase here? When you're trying to run fast, biomechanics becomes your best friend. When you're trying to maintain a good biomechanic position on any sport that you're interested in, the latter part of that workout and or that race, it becomes an invaluable resource. This is why strength and flexibility have to work together to optimize and maintain that optimum biomechanics. And if we get a little bit deeper, those secondary muscle groups are firing as a byproduct of your functional strength program. This was a great question, and as I say in a lot of these videos, your questions illustrate to me that you guys are paying attention to very small details, and I love that. The number of questions that come in each week continues to escalate, and the depth of questions really is exciting to me because it tells me that you're listening, you're going out and you're applying, and then you guys are reaching out to us. And if you're new to the channel, I want you to be aware that we do answer a question every day, so please feel free to send it to me. contact@coachrobb.com is the best way to get a question sent in. Every day we're putting together and, we are publishing on YouTube a new video every day, so please like and subscribe, that way you won't miss one. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to send them to us. Thank you for your time today, and we certainly look forward to seeing you tomorrow.